Hi everyone. How are you doing, Facebook? How are you doing, YouTube? Add something to the YouTube. Okay. There is the Cash App, YouTube. Can you see? Oh yeah, you can see in the crock pot too. See, I got it. So you can see me too. Without having to go way over there. Okay. Hello, Facebook. Hello, YouTube. If you come on, say hi, say hi. If you're watching the replay, comment hashtag replay so I can see how many people watch it after I post it, all right? Okay, there we go, YouTube. That's better. All right. So, what is everyone up to today? What is everyone up to today? All right, there's the Cash App. And you see the stars comment. It'll be in the comments so you can read it near the top. I'm good because I'm going to pin the Cash App. Okay. And then there is the Amazon wish list. The Amazon wish list. Okay. So let's see who comes on. Let's see who comes on. Come on. All right, so today I am making Salisbury steak meatballs in the crock pot. It's just a recipe for meatballs. I am going to make some egg noodles near the end. And I'm going to top it on top of the egg noodles and put some gravy over top of it, like the gravy that it makes. I was going to double it because I think it has enough room, but I didn't get the huge pack of meatballs because it was like over 100 meatballs and there's only 4 of us. But we could have used it for leftovers, but so I got this bag, this size bag, so you can get whatever size bag. I got this size bag. This is probably a good size bag. It's a 32 ounce, and it has, well, according to this one, it has 66 meatballs in here. 6 meatballs, 11 servings, 66 meatballs. So I'm gonna put it in here, and I know my paper said 2 lifted onion and 2 brown gravies. Now, I look at the, that's what I wrote down. I thought I was going to double it. But you look at the video, it's only 1 pack of brown gravy and 1 lifted onion soup. But I'm going to put 2 in there to make sure there's enough, especially with the brown gravy, make sure there's enough gravy to put over the noodles. Now, you got that down low enough? Okay. First thing you do in the crock pot, drop your meatballs. Okay? Put the meatballs in. Okay? I don't have the crock pot liner that I usually put in there. I haven't had it, so I got to write that down on my list too. I got to buy some. All right, so here are all the meatballs. Okay. All right. So the first thing we're going to put on top of the meatballs is the brown gravy. Now I'm doing 2 packs. Remember. I hope it doesn't bother because I wasn't sure what size was the meatballs that he put in there. What the packet was, I don't know. So let's do this. Get it all over. That would be helpful if we knew exactly what size bag meatballs he had, so we could say, oh, we want to put extra brown gravy and lifted onion soup, or we want to put But I might ask that in the comments. When I post, this is on Facebook. I posted it on my group called Facebook Cooks. Facebook FB. No, Facebook Cooks. You have to spell out Facebook and Cooks with an S. All right, and just put Salisbury steak meatballs, and it'll come up with a guy putting meatballs in the crock pot, and You can't see his face. I think he shows his face at the end. A lot of them do that. You only see like their chest down, and they're putting stuff, doing stuff. It's mostly in the crockpot one or casserole. Then near the end, you see their face. Okay. Ooh. Smell this. You got all this. You got all this goodness. Look at that. You got all this goodness in the Lipton onion soup. Okay. All right. So I got that stuff in there. Okay. Hold on. I was supposed to get the beef broth, and I said I was going to get it.
Oh, fuck!
Okay. So he said he was going to use half of this, but he ended up using 3/4 of it, which was about 3 cups. Okay. I'm not going to measure it with the measuring cup. I'm going to eyeball it when they just want to make sure the meatballs are covered. Okay. Now let me check the video. I think that's it. I looked at it. It's that simple and that quick. So let's see.
Onion, soup mix, and dip. Look at this. Can you see? What are those? Are these dehydrated carrots in there? Dehydrated onions. That's what I meant. Just kidding. It kind of looked like a carrot for a second. So I'm going to put all that on top of those meatballs, and it's done. Just kidding. Now I'm coming in with some beef broth. It smells amazing. Not the beef.
Okay, let's get this beef broth in there. So I'm pouring the beef broth in here. All right, I think that's enough. Let me stir it up.
And I'm just gonna start pouring this beef broth. This isn't like anything crazy. So it's not like less sodium. It's not no sodium. This gives me full amounts of sodium. But you want to pour that all on top of those meatballs, and you want 2 cups of this, which is here, right? Yeah, all right. I used about 3/4 of it. Okay, so 3/4 of that, and I'm just gonna give this a nice stir. You want all.
Okay, so we're gonna give it a stir to make sure they all get in there and all the gravy powder and the Lipton onion soup. But I might just put the whole thing in there too, because all the meatballs are not going to get under there, and it'll make me more gravy. I just used it all. Because if you have a little extra meatballs and you just want to have a little extra gravy, because I put 2 of each thing, so just have a little extra. Make sure the meatballs are covered. See? And it'll probably go down too. Because he said on high for 2 hours, but then when he's done, he said he did it 3 hours, so I don't know.
Of those dry ingredients turn into wet ingredients, and you want every meatball soaked in that awesome smelling deliciousness. All right, so I do have a little special technique at the end of thicking up that sauce. So I'm going to put this right here. I'm going to turn this on high, and we're going to let this cook for probably about 2 hours. All right, so it's been on high for about 3 hours. Check this out. Oh my goodness. Now we're
Okay, so he said 2 hours, but he said it's been on 3 hours when he said it was done. And what he does is
after 2 hours.
Huh?
Are his meatballs bigger?
Are they bigger? No.
Well, then just check it after a couple hours and see.
Yeah. So I'm gonna check it at 5 o'clock. And if it's not done, I'm gonna let it go a little bit. So I could come on between 5 and 6 Central Time. I'm gonna say 5 and 6 because he said 2 hours, but when he was done, he said his was in there for 3 hours. So I want to see. But at the end, he's got he takes some cornstarch and water and he mixes it and he pours it in here, stirs it up, and cooks it for 10 more minutes so the juices will get thickened up. Okay, just for the juices to get thickened up. Okay, that's all, I swear. In 10 minutes or less, you could have this put together. You know, throw in the bag of meatballs, put in the pack of brown gravy mix, and Lipton onion soup. And if you got more meatballs or you want more like gravy, like you can put in 2 packs of each, and then pour in the beef broth. He put in 3 cups. It was supposed to be 2, but he said he did 3. 3 is what covered his meat. So I just put in all 4 since I put in 2 packs. If you put in 2 packs, you might as well just dump the whole thing and stir it up. Make sure the meatballs are covered, and then put it on high. Check it at 2 hours, but it could go 3 hours. So there you go. So prepare for that. We can eat it 5 or 5:30 if it's done at 5. We can eat at 6 or 6:30 if it's done at 6. Or even if it's done at 5:30, you can eat at 6. So, no biggie. Alrighty. So that's just gonna rinse this food. Alrighty. So let me give y'all. I think you can see the meatballs are in there. Can you see them? See that? Okay. Got you there. Let me see. Yeah, if you get real close, you can smell. See, the computer's on my coffee pot, and they probably can see the top of the food that's in there, but you guys can't. Can you? Let me see if I turn it around. Ooh, look, guys. This is an easy way. You see that? Oh, it's really clear on my iPad. On the computer, it's a little fuzzy. But you see that? See some of that onion from the Lipton onion soup mix? All right, I'm going to put it on egg noodles with that. So hopefully...
Did it shut off?
Sorry, guys. Hi, Miss Debbie. How are you doing? How are you doing, Miss Debbie? I'm doing good. Sorry I didn't see you come on. I dropped my phone. I was trying to turn it around because I was having it face the other way to look at the food. But did you get to see? How are you doing today? Comment below. Did you see the food? Did you see the food? Not. See? That's our meatballs. Salisbury steak meatballs in the crock pot. And I will come back between 5 and 6. I cannot give you an exact time. If the meatballs are done at 5, then I will bring you guys on and do the do the thing that he said, the cornstarch, and cook it for 10 more minutes to thicken it up. So so I could talk to y'all for 10 minutes while it's on. And like 10 minutes before it's done, I'll try to get my pasta started. Don't close these. You're not supposed to. They say only do it when you travel, not while you're cooking. Okay, let's turn it on. It's on high. Last time I messed up and supposed to cook it on low. I cooked it on high for the low time, and the chicken was just a little dried out. My bad. We all make mistakes. Okay, so I'm going to leave it on the 4 hours that it's on because it says 2 hours, but it could be 3 hours. So I'm going to leave it on the 4 hours. Okay, and if it's done, okay, so there we go. That's good. I'm glad you're doing well. We love you too. Thomas is usually on here watching. He doesn't really always pay attention. He just, because I need to get some watch minutes added. I need to add up my watch minutes so I can, start, doing ads and getting paid. So he'll usually just watch so minutes can go on there. But right now, He's asleep. Because he works overnight, so he's still sleeping. But yeah. It's gonna be good because I'm gonna put the meatballs on top of some egg noodles that I'm gonna make a little before this is done. I'm gonna make some egg noodles, and then the meatballs are gonna go on top of the egg noodles, and then the juice that's in here is supposed to make the gravy, and that's why at the end I gotta thicken this up with cornstarch and then cook it for 10 more minutes so that it gets thick, and then we can use that as the gravy to pour over the meatballs and the noodles. Because if not, then the noodles would be dry. But yeah, that's what we're gonna do. Alrighty. So it was Miss Debbie that was on there. He kind of woke up, so I said that you were on here, and he put thumbs up. Maybe one of these days, Miss Debbie, we'll get to see each other again. I hope so. I really hope so. But how long I've been on here? See, I only been on here 15 minutes, and I'm already got it started. Look at that. That's the fastest I've ever done. That's really because there's no one here on here except for you, Miss Debbie. Well, if you watch the replay before tonight, I will be coming on for part 2 around 5 or 6. This just says hi. I don't think there is a low. You could try low, but I don't know how long that would take for frozen meatballs. I'm not sure on that. I know that if it says hi for chicken that has chicken in it and it says 3 to 4 hours, you can do low for 6 to 8. Like that, but I don't know about meatballs. I'm not sure. I guess you could, but like if you were going to be gone all day and you wanted, like let's say you had to go out at like 10 or 11 o'clock and you won't be back till like 4 or 5, then I guess you could try the low and see how that works out. It won't hurt to try. But if you come on here and watch the replay and you want to try it on low, you want to try this recipe, but you want to put it on low, try that. And I'd go, since he said 2, but he ended up doing 3 hours, I would start out with about 5 hours on low and then go from there. Check it at 5 hours and then, go from there. But if you need to find this video, I post all my food videos for about 6 months. All the other lives, it says 30 days. So after 30 days, the lives go away. These cooking lives go away after 6 months. So you have 6 months to check it out for if you want to write down the recipe. Now on YouTube, guys, YouTube, they don't have a time limit, so I think they're on there forever. So if you ever need the video, you can always go to YouTube and get it. But anyways, if you want to comment below if you try it on low, and comment below how long it took and did it work? Did it come out good? All right. But I'll be here between 5 and 6. I cannot guarantee it. When? If you could do this while you're watching the replay too. And this is for Facebook because it doesn't work on YouTube, guys. But tap my screen. Well, tap your screen while you're watching me, replay or live. Tap the screen. Click the 3 dots that are on the right side. It's either on the top or bottom. It's different for other people. Top or bottom. And a list comes up, and go to the bottom and click turn live notifications on. And if it says turn them off, that means they're already on. Check them once a week because sometimes they go off. Facebook turns them off. I don't know why. But, all right, that's for all your ones you have on. Check them. Hi, Alina. How are you doing? Come say hi.
Hi.
Alvin's over there yelling hi. Oops, and I forgot to tell you, Alvin. Check out the computer.
What about it?
It saw you the whole time. I was gonna turn, but that's the best way because when it's turned the other way,
I don't care.
I know. Look, if I turned it this way to take you out, I would have to go over here like this over the sink just for YouTube to see me on the computer because of the way it's posted. But anyways, how are you doing, Aunt Lena? How is it going? How is it going? We are having Salisbury steak meatballs in the crock pot. Salisbury steak meatballs in the crock pot. Let me know if you're still on here because I can show you what it looks. I'll show you what it looks like real quick because let me turn this around. There we go. Can you see? Thought I was gonna have to take the lid off. No, look at that. Because it doesn't have all the hot steam yet because it hasn't got real hot. Because I just turned it on. But see? I know, guys. If you see the picture like this is the third time, don't worry. I was just showing my aunt and any new people that come on. I mean, they can go back and see it when I showed it first, but just like if I see someone new come on, I'll mention the title of the recipe, but if they want to get all the ingredients, they have to go back. You have to go back to the beginning. Which here I can repeat them because it's not a lot. All it was a bag of meatballs. Mine was a 32 ounce, which is 66 meatballs. It was the Walmart brand of meatballs. And it said 6 meatballs, and then there's 11 servings, so that's 66. If you want more than that, there was a bigger bag at Walmart. Okay, there was a bigger bag. But I put in 2 brown gravy mixes, and 2 Lipton onion soup bags. Okay? In the video, he calls for one brown gravy and 1 Lipton onion soup. Well, I was gonna double it. That's why I said 2. But I'm not sure if mine was bigger or smaller because he put a bag in. It looked about the size of mine, but he did not mention, oh, I got a 32 ounce, I got this, I got that. Because it would have been easier to know what size he had so we can know if ours is bigger, let's add let's add another pack of the brown gravy, or let's add another Lipton onion soup, So that's good. I'm glad you're doing good. Me too. And I just think it's gonna be really yummy. I'm gonna right a little bit before it's done, I'm gonna cook some egg noodles. And I'm gonna put the meatballs on top of the egg noodles and spread some gravy from the crock pot on the noodles. Because we put beef broth in there, or beef stock, whatever you want to call it. And he said 2 cups, but he ended up putting 3 cups in because it needed a little more to cover the meatballs because we got to make sure the liquid covers the meatballs. So we used one of those 32 ounce containers of broth. And since and he's doing that for 1 pack of brown gravy and 1 pack of Lipton. But since I put 2 of each, I went ahead and just dumped the whole thing because he put 3 cups in and the whole thing is just 4 cups. So it was an extra cup, which will help make some extra gravy so we can, cover the meatballs and noodles. So I'm just going to put make some egg noodles and put the meatballs on top. Because this is just a recipe for the meatballs. So I had to figure what did I want to put the meatballs on top of, Because usually that's what you want to do with meatballs, put them on top of something. So I thought of egg noodles was good. And then I'm just going to make some mixed vegetables. Yes. See, guys? I got frozen mixed vegetables. I just got some frozen mixed vegetables. This is a 10-ounce bag. I hope it's enough for everybody. There's 4 people. It's hard when you're cooking for 4 people to see who likes what, who doesn't like what. Oh, everybody loves mixed vegetables, so let me get 2 bags of these. It's better. Or some people don't like it, so 10 ounces would be enough. But, You think this is enough, Alvin? If it's not, we can always make some. We have bagged corn. have a bag of corn. We have left one bag of corn. Actually, it's golden white corn. This is the steam bag. Golden white corn. And we do have a bag of, and it's really good in the can, but it's really good frozen. Cream corn. So it's really good. On the bag it says cream de la corn. Just 5 minutes. It says sweet cream style corn, barbecue lovers. Yeah, this kind of cream corn goes good with eating barbecue stuff. Oh, and that gives me an idea. One day I gotta make some barbecue chicken. Get like legs, thighs, and stuff like that. That's another thing I don't season. If I'm putting barbecue on it, I don't season it.
Why?
But I started seasoning the ground beef and everything because you say it's better, and I just started doing it now. So, but if you haven't heard this, I said it before on one of my lives, but if you haven't heard it, I'm gonna say it again. And I have to get used to this because a couple times I still do it the other way. If you're cooking ground beef and you season your ground beef, wait till it's done and you drain it of all the grease, then season it. Okay, Alvin? Let's do it the other way. Me and my son just season it at the beginning, but then all the seasoning goes into the grease that the ground beef makes. And when you dump it, you're dumping some of the seasoning with it. So if you taste the ground beef, you won't taste too much seasoning, and you're wondering why, because you put it all on there. It's because some of it just went away with the grease. Does that make sense? Because I have somebody told me that, and it made sense. So yeah, try to do that if you think. That's what I was told by someone who can cook better than me, probably. So, not probably, they can. So, yeah. But I've just been chatting because it was only 15 minutes, and I was already done with the crock pot. Putting the stuff in it and starting it. That's how fast this is. So. If you have meatballs, and even if you don't have egg noodles, if you have some other kind of pasta, and you have 2 or 3 hours worth of time, not necessarily to stand here, but if you have like 15 or 20 minutes to stand here, put this together and then do whatever you need for the next 2 or 3 hours, and then, So, you see here, these notifications keep coming up on my computer and blocking. But I ain't got nobody on YouTube, so I don't have anybody. Sorry, I ain't got nobody. That's like low talk, right? I ain't got nobody. I mean, I don't have anybody. That's how you want to say it. I ain't is not good. Sorry, guys. I'm just, it's a habit. So, better proper English. So I'm going to go ahead and get off here. It's been about 27 minutes, so give or take. So almost 30 minutes, because I've been just talking. And right now, like when it gets really hot, it starts to smell really good. But if you open the lid and get close to it, you can smell all that seasoning. All right, let's see. Anybody else come on here? Nobody, and nobody on YouTube. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna get off here. Okay, and I will be back on between 5 and 6. I can't promise you exactly when, but if I check them at 5 and they're not quite done, what are you doing? My son's crazy, and luckily I was.
Didn't see, yeah.
Yeah, luckily I was standing right here talking to Facebook and blocking so they could see my son, so they didn't see his craziness. But I'll tell you, just kidding.
Yeah.
But yeah, if I would have been like this out the way, y'all would have seen. But he's just being silly. But anyways, between 5 and 6. If I check it at 5 and it doesn't seem like it's anywhere near ready and it might need that whole hour, then I'll let you guys know. I'll put a post on Facebook and YouTube if I remember, because I always forget, to let you know that it'll probably be closer to 6 that I'll come live. Okay? Or I can also put a post. My meatballs are ready. Come join me to see the end, how I finish it up, and I'm about to go live in a few minutes or something like that. I can put too. Okay. But I'm going to end this live the way I end all lives. I appreciate anybody who came on here to say hi and see what's up. And I appreciate anybody on YouTube as well. And I appreciate you guys. If you're watching the replay, I still appreciate you guys. Even if you're watching the replay. Hi, Mel. How are you doing? You came right at the end when I was about to end it. Because I'm done putting everything in the crock pot, and I just talked for a few minutes, but I was about to get off. I made Salisbury steak meatballs in the crock pot. All right, I've showed the meatballs 3 times. So if you want to see what they look like when I put them in, you can go back in the video some after I post it. And I'm going to put the Salisbury steak. I'm going to put the meatballs on top of egg noodles. I'm doing good. Thank you for asking. I'm glad you're doing good. I'm going to put the meatballs on top of some egg noodles. And then we're going to top it with the gravy that's in the crock pot. Because the liquid in the crock pot is going to make gravy, because you got brown gravy mixed in here, and you've got Lipton onion soup, and then you've got some beef broth. So it's going to, and then at the end, we're going to put some, I can't even, for a few minutes, I can't even remember, cornstarch. I'm going to put some cornstarch and water, make the slurry, put it in there and cook it for 10 more minutes so it'll thicken up the juices so it won't be so watery down. All right? So I told everybody I'd come live about between 5 and 6, because the guy said on the video, he said 2 hours to cook the meatballs on high. But then when he was done, he said it took 3 hours for him. So I'm going to check it at 5, and if it's not ready, then, I'll let you guys know. I'll make a post saying it's not ready. It might take the whole hour. I'm coming closer to 6. Or if I can come in a few minutes, I'll be like, it's done. I'll be on live in a few minutes. Come join me if you'd like. Or something like that. I'll post something like that, and I'll do that for you guys on YouTube as well. All right? So I'm going to get off here, like I said before. Sorry, Mel, you came at the end. But if you can join me between 5 and 6, that would be nice. So you can see the ending and see what they look like. And I'm going to put them on egg noodles. And, while it's cooking the extra 10 minutes to thicken up, I will talk to you guys. So hopefully you can come on later tonight. And I'll try my best to remember to make a post, if I'm going to come on closer to 6, or if it's 5, then I'll let y'all know I'm ready to go. Okay? But I do appreciate you guys coming on. Stay positive. Do your thing. Do what you need to do for yourself. I love you guys. I love all you guys, even you guys on YouTube. But I'll see you guys later. Have a good rest of your afternoon and evening. And hopefully y'all can come and join me between 5 and 6 to see the final of the meatballs and the noodles. All right? Love you guys, and I will talk to you guys later. Bye, Facebook.